So naturally the question comes, sir, how long will it take? Let us see what is the answer is going to give. Atma tu satatam praptaha api apraptavada vidyaya. Look here, Atman is existence. He is your existence. If I exist, he is with me. He is my existence. So long as I exist and he is existing with me. So where is the question of seeking it somewhere? Where is the question of pursuing it somewhere? And how can he elude our pursuit? He is very much with you. But then, in spite of it, satatam praptaha api. Api, even though. Satatam praptaha, he is constantly obtained by you, he is constantly with you. He has been constantly with you. So, Atma, even though it is constantly with you already, still, avidyaya apraptavatu. Because of the Maya, Maya has got two covers. Maya has got two prongs. The one prong is called the Avara. It just covers the truth. It just covers the Atman, what you can't see. On the other hand, that one, it makes it look as if it is many in different colors of variegated objects. That one Atman is made to look like lakhs and lakhs of objects, all the objects of the world. It is a magic. A magician makes it so. A magician, what does he do? You will find there is nobody. The magician alone was there. In the olden days, this is what has been described in our books. Some of the feats of the magician. And one of the feats is like this. The magician, what he does? He wears the garb of a king. So, he just goes up a rope. He just puts a rope like that, the rope stands straight. And he just goes up. Suddenly he finds an army of people. Thousands of people are descending on him with all their weapons. And he doesn't know what to do. Where from these thousands of people came? It is the magician who became the thousands of people. It is only an illusion. It is only an illusion. That's all. Finally you will find that all those people kill the magician falls down. And the army goes away. Everybody says, suddenly, sir, don't worry, here I am. The magician comes. He's alive. So the one became many. And that is what Maya does for us. Maya means magic. So, it not only covered the original, it created several duplicates in different forms. That is the problem. So, aprapta vat avidyaya. Vat means like. Aprapta vat, as if it is not with us, as if it is not to be seen, it is yet to be acquired from somewhere. That is what it looks like. Why? Avidyaya. Due to Maya, due to ignorance. Nanna Kshetra Dabadhati. On its destruction, on whose destruction? When all that ignorance is destroyed, the ignorance of your real nature as to who I am, when once that ignorance is dispelled, Kannasi, when once it is destroyed, it looks as if he is now coming. Previously it looked as if Atma was not there. Then you did a lot of exercises, doing pranayama, sitting for a long time and saying, and then thinking, being in the quest of who am I, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And at last you got the enlightenment. Oh, I got it. Where from did you get it? So it looks as if you are getting it. It's the question of you never lost it, you never got it. This is what Bhagavan says at one place. So when the dogs are, so it comes. When somebody asks, Bhagavan, when shall I get it? He says, you never lost it to get it. It is always with you. When was it lost? It looked as if it was not there, it was lost, and it looks as if you have got it back. To make for a better understanding, he is giving us an analogy. The analogy is, somebody had a beautiful diamond necklace that's called a kantabharana, an ornament of the neck. An ornament of the neck means necklace. So some lady had a kantabharana. She was to take what is called an oil bath, which is famous in South. On that day they put the oil, the masses all over the body. All over the body. So, lest it may not fall on this diamond and diamond, may get sullied with that oil. So she wanted to take it out and then to keep it inside the box. But somehow she was so busy in between, she forgot. She was not aware of it. But still, she is thinking that she has kept it in the box. So after the oil bath was over and everything, in the evening she has to go out to the temple. So she wanted to wear. So she went and opened the box, she couldn't find the necklace. Diamond necklace costing so much. She was shocked. She told everybody, hey, did you see my necklace? No. From inside the answer came. Nobody came in her presence. From inside somebody said, no, I have not seen it. She is searching at all nooks and corners. She goes to the bathroom to search whether it has fallen down. She goes outside to the gutter to see whether it has been washed out. And she is worried and she is going on. Then a friend of hers happened to visit her. And the friend is asking, what is it? What's the matter? You look distracted like, and what are you searching for? I am searching for my necklace. What? You are wearing it. It is there. Huh? Yes, it is there. So, she never lost it. But she had to undergo so much of suffering, so much of effort. For full 1 hour she was going here, she was going there, searching all nooks and corners, finally to find that it was already there. But then she is very happy, as if after the search she has got it. Praptavati. Originally she was searching apraptavati, as if it was not there, because her eyes never went towards her own neck. So she was not seeing, she was seeing elsewhere. That's all. So the point is, we are all seeing outside. We are not seeing inside. It is here very much. So when you are seeing outside, you are unable to find it. There was a demon called Himalayas. He wanted to fight with Lord Vishnu. He goes and searches for him in all nooks and corners, because nobody else was prepared to fight with him. Everybody said, you go, he's the only one who can. He couldn't find him. The Lord, when he knew that he is coming, he wanted to play with him. So he absented himself. But where to go? This fellow is a demon with a lot of powers. He can go anywhere within seconds. It won't take him much time. He can go from the heavens to the earth within 2 minutes. That's all. He can, see, his speed can be more than the speed of the light. He had such powers. So what God did was, this Himalayas was a man full of ego. He always used to walk like that. God went and sat inside his heart. The fellow searched everywhere, his neck never came down. So he never saw the Lord. That's what happened. So in a similar way, we never see him, and it takes some time because it naturally requires all these processes finally. And finally it is called Aptavakya. What is Aptavakya? Aptavakya means the advice of a friend. scriptures are called Aptavakyas. They are all the instructions of a well-wisher. Somebody who wishes well for all the people, that we should all get liberation. That's why they have recorded it. And the Guru reiterates what is already in the scriptures. But when once it comes to his mouth, well, it gets several times buttressed, it gets more strength, so that it will immediately enlighten. Then we come to the next one. Sthanau Purushottamanada Krita Brahmani Jivata Jivasya Tattvike Rupe Tasmin Drishte Nivardate. It's a very good disciple. He is asking another question. Sir, this Atman who is embodied inside the body, the one who is embodied in the body, he is finite. He goes along with the body. He is subject to mortality. And his knowledge is limited. He cannot know what is now happening in New York. He cannot know what is happening somewhere else. And his knowledge is very, very limited. And you are talking of one Paramatma, one another Supreme Being, who is all-knowing, who is omniscient, and all that. Now as you say, I agree. The one who realizes is the Jivatma. So the Jivatma is able to see the Atman who is illuminated. So there is one Jivatma and there is one Paramatma, the Supreme Being. There are two. You are talking that there is only one reality, the Paramatman. No sir, I beg to differ. Because the Jivatman can never reform himself. Automatically he will be having his own swabhava, his own nature. His own nature is finitude, to be finite, to be subject to birth and death, to have limited knowledge. And he is being limited by space, limited by time. He can't live for long and he can't be in several places at the same time. All these problems are there. He is far different from the Supreme Being, whose qualities we have enumerated. So, nobody can leave all his qualities and suddenly change to something. A serpent cannot leave off all its qualities and become an elephant. Is it ever possible? No. So, in other words, there will be a Jivatma, there will be an Atma, the Ajnana has gone, so there is another Atma, so both of them will be sitting together, sharing the throne. So there is duality. So where is the Advaita? And you said so long as there is duality, there will be fear. So your fear won't go. Your unhappiness will never go. Now he is answering, no. The Jiva was never there, it was only an illusion. Yes, if there is a real Jiva, with all the characteristics which you are talking, yes, he cannot be murdered. The Jiva will continue to be. Here it is only a question of illusion, just it goes to the source, the illusion vanishes. So there is only Paramatma finally. That is what he is going to say. Sthanau Purushottamanada Krita Brahmani Jivata. The entire thing is only due to delusion, Bhranti. Bhranti means it is just a delusion of the mind. Just as you mistook the rope for the serpent, in the same way sometimes it so happens, a fellow was going at night. There he saw in one place, just there was a pillar. Then on the pillar they had put a coat, a black coat, to scare away during the daytime the birds coming and doing nuisance over there. So they will think that there is a man with a black coat and all that. So they will run over. We call it a scarecrow or something like that. So on seeing that pillar which was in the form of a scarecrow at night, The fellow thought, oh, there is a dacoit standing with a black shirt. Oh my Lord, that fellow will try to take away my money, snatch away my money, let me run away. So he ran away. But was there really a dacoit? He went and told some people, I saw there one dacoit. Then some of the villagers, they came along with him with all their torches. And that's when the disciple said, oh, that's it. Then when they showed the torch, they all laughed. They said, look here boy, this is only a pillar and we have just to put a coat over it and it's not a man, there is no dacoit over here. So Sthanau means in a pillar, in a stone pillar or a wooden pillar. So over a wooden pillar, Bhrastya Purushavat. Due to delusion, you considered him like a Purusha, like a person. So just as you saw a pillar at night and thought that it was some man standing, in the same way, Brahmani Jivata Krita. Just like that pillar, there was always that Brahman, firm like a pillar, unmoving. It was always there. But then, due to the illusion of avidya, you saw a jiva there. It is the Brahman which came inside the body. But then due to its identification with the body, saying that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the senses, so it identified itself with the complex of mind, body and the senses. And it became a jiva. It lost all its power, its life. It looked, it's only an illusion. The Brahman never became, the pillar never became a dacoit, the rope never became a serpent. So it was only in your mind. So in your mind, you began to think that, oh, I am a limited being, because you identified yourself with the body. So whatever the body is there, you thought. The infinite electricity which came inside the 0 watt identified itself with the 0 watt and became miserable, saying, I am only a 0 watt. See that rest of 1000 watt, how brilliantly it is shining. See that even the 200 watt, how nice it is, and why God has made me so. Hey, you are the same electricity which is the 1000 watt. You are the same electricity which is the 200 watt. Why are you beating? So that is the delusion. That is the delusion due to the wrong identification, or the delusion was again due to the avidya or that ignorance. That is why it was happening. So, Brahmani Jivata Krita. So, you assumed a jiva. Jiva means the individual being, where there was no individual, there was only the universal, the one who is everywhere. But then, you began to assume that this fellow is different from that one, and you call yourself Shantananda, Rama, Krishna, Richard, Dick, Harry, all the names. You began to call yourself separately. So Jivata means the individual soul, the attitude of or the bhava that I am a separate individual soul. So Brahman is the universal soul. It is the totality. It is the universal soul which is everywhere. So in the totality, you brought a small speck and you said this is a speck, it has nothing to do with the totality. It is all the totality. It is very much part of the totality. I don't want to use the word part, because one would think it is the totality. What do you mean by a part? If I say the hand is a part of me, that means the character of the hand is different from my other portions of the body. But if you take a portion of the Ganges, just a few drops of the Ganges, you will not call it a part of the Ganges. Because even that small drop has got all the same composition, they carry same constituents, the same spiritual power as the entire Ganges has got. So you cannot call it as a part. But then for purpose of, understanding in Vyavahar, in transaction, they are used certain words. So Jivata Brahmani Krita. On the universal Brahman, you superimposed a Jivata. You superimposed a limited being called the individual soul. Now, Tasminne Jivasya Tatvike Rupe Drishte Nivartate. So this Jivata will go, will disappear. It is not permanent. It is only a delusion of your own mind. How does the delusion of mind go? When one of the cars comes, when one of the light comes, your delusion that is a serpent, your delusion that is a dacoit, it's all gone, it disappears. In the same way, Jivasya Tatvike Rupe Tasmin Drishte. On that Brahman where you superimposed an individual soul, when once you pursue that individual soul, the individual ego, that I, you try to analyze who are you, you begin to pursue it, the I tries to run, it can't run far, it just disappears. Atman alone. That's all. The Brahman alone remains. Tattvike Rupe. Tattvike means it's factual, it's real. Tattvike Rupe. When one sees real form, the real form, the Jiva is Brahman. It is only now, due to delusion, it looks like an individual soul. Its original form is the totality. Its original form is the universality. It is the universal, the cosmic being. So, when one Tattvike Rupe Tasminne Drishte. Tasminne, on that Brahman, on that universal where you were originally seeing an individual, now, when once you are seeing its original form on that very thing, then what happens? Drishte Nivartate. Drishte means on being seen. What being seen? Tattvike Rupe. Its real form, its original form, its natural form. When once it is seen, you find, oh, I was always the Brahman. Where was the Jiva? Jiva was never there at all. I was always the rope. Where was the serpent? I was never a serpent. The serpent was in your mind, and now it has disappeared from your mind. I was always the rope. Tasmin drishte nivartate. So obviously now you can understand who is an ajnani, who got the ignorance, not the rope. The rope never had the ignorance. It was all in the mind of the seer, that's all. The ajnana never existed at all. It was always the rope, in that sense. Ajnana was a delusion. Tasmin drishte nivartate. Nivartate, it perishes. It goes away. Nivartate means it goes away. That is, it perishes. That's all. No more jiva, no more individual soul. You see that I am that universal. Nobody is there to say, I am that universal. You remain as the universal, that's all. You are always the universal. You continue as the universal. There was never any interval. All the intervals were in dreams. That's all. You thought you were a king in your dream. You were never a king. You were only sleeping. You were Swami Shantananda. When were you a king? So that interval of the illusion, when it goes, even during the interval you continued with the Swamiji who was dreaming it. So at no time you became a king. Neither during the dream, nor prior to the dream, nor after the dream. You were the Swamiji before, you were the Swamiji during, and you were the Swamiji afterwards. You were always that. That's all. So where is the question of the Swamiji is saying that now from the king I have become a Swamiji? No, he was never a king. Now we come to the next. Tattva swarupanubhavati utpannam jnanam anjasam aham mameti jnanam bhagate brahmadivasi. The disciple is not prepared to leave. He raises another objection. There is no disciple. It is the Shankara himself, he assumes the role of an operator. He doesn't want to give any scope in the later days for anybody to raise a question, because he won't be there to answer. So the persons here may not be expert enough and then accept the opponent's opinion. So he has evolved through his own experiential knowledge, he is recording it. He doesn't want that anybody else in future, due to any false logic, he may not try to militate against it. And that is why he takes care. He himself raises the possible objections and he is answering them too. This is what is called the Purushottamanada method of establishing one's own concept. That's called, the concept is called Siddhanta. And the opponent's viewpoint is called Purushottamanada. Now the disciple asks, right, I agree now. There cannot be a separate jiva. There is only the universal, that Brahman alone remains. There is no duality. Sure. In practice, even the person who might have seen the Atma, he will again be saying, when I talk to Dr. Om, I will say, Dr. Om, did you come for lunch yesterday? So I will use the word you. And I will tell him, I searched for you this morning. So I will be using the word I and you. If there is only one universal, we would use the word you, we will not use the word I. So whereas you are making the distinction in practice of I, you, he, then obviously the world of I and you is not prepared to lead you. So the world of I and you, the Brahman also exists, still there is a duality, sir. The Jiva doesn't exist, I agree. But this world of relationship of I and you, that has not gone. That is what is called samsara. Samsara is not this world which consists of various shapes and forms. We have nothing to do with these shapes and forms. They can't do anything to us. But it is your relationship with them that is going to create the problem. The moment you say somebody is cutting the tree, the moment you have said the leader, that tree is mine, you will go with all anger. Who are you? Who asked you? Who permitted you to come in and cut this tree? This is mine. And now that fellow will straight away take his rifle and say, come on, tell it is yours. Now it's going to be a problem. See what a problem it has caused, simply saying this tree is mine. So this is only a simple instance. All the problems in the world are coming because of this I, you, mine. These are the problems. If only there was no you, if only there was no he, if only I was there, there will be no problem. But everybody, at all stages, it continues. The man, even after the realization of Atman, he continues in the world. He doesn't use the word I for everybody. He still uses the word you. That means the samsara of the relationship of you and I, it continues to exist. Now, he is answering it. Tattva swarupanubhavati utpannam jnanam anjasam. See, when I say you, then there is a lot of background behind that word. Behind that word, I feel that there is one Mr. Om who belongs to a different country and who has been the author of several books, who has translated several books of Ramana. So many things are there, and I consider them as separate, and then only I tell that to you. But when a man of knowledge, a man who knows, after all, even our own Bhagavan was using that you. And he will ask somebody when they came, some Sundari Shriya, or somebody had come, when did you come? He never say, when did I come? So use the word. But then when you said, it is only a word which has got no significance, it is a dead word, it is only meant for your understanding, that is all. And in his mind, it doesn't create the least disturbance at all. When I say you, it creates a lot of disturbance. Everything everything about it comes. He is the person day when I was walking. I said Namaste. He was looking at me. He never told Namaste. He insulted me. Is that you? So all these things come in that you. But when Bhagavan tells you that you have got no background, there is no bhumika, there is no substratum, there is nothing behind it, it is a dead word. It is only for the purpose of your understanding you use that word. There is a difference between the you of a jnani and our you. Originally that you was loaded. Now this you doesn't have any bomb inside it. It has lost its sting. It cannot bite you. It has got nothing in it. It is empty. It is an empty you. Originally it was loaded. You don't know when it will explode. That's that. So he says, Tattva Swarupanubhavati Utpannam Jnana Manjasa. The moment you are able to experience that ultimate state, that ultimate knowledge, that ultimate Brahman, who is the reality. Swarupa means the nature of the reality. The nature of the reality, we call him as Brahman. It is only a name. So when once you are seeing who you are, that is the Tattva Swarupa. The moment it is very clear, you are enlightened as to who you are, that is the Tattva Swarupa. The nature of the reality. That is the Brahman. Tattva here means the reality, that is the Brahman. So Tattva Swarupa Anubhavati, by the realization of the nature of that Brahman. When once this self-realization has come, when once the Atma Sakshatkara has taken place, and that is called Tattva Swarupa Anubhava, then what happens? Anjasa Jnanam Utpannam. The entire knowledge, because Brahman and knowledge are not separate. The moment that Brahman you have realized the knowledge, the true knowledge, the true awareness, the true consciousness. Brahman is consciousness. So, that knowledge, the ultimate knowledge is also manifests itself immediately, quickly. Anjasa means quickly. Quickly utpannam. It gets generated. The jnana comes, it manifests itself immediately. Both happen simultaneously. The Atman and the knowledge. Why? Because Atman is consciousness. The Brahman is consciousness. So both have to be simultaneous. And when once this jnana comes, then all the ajnana, no ajnana can remain. Because jnana comes only when the ajnana has disappeared. So this you, I, where there is a difference, the difference is due to the ajnana, due to the ignorance. And your jnani has got no ajnana. So when once he uses the word you, that you is not the you of the ajnani. The you of the ajnani is different from the you of the jnani. So this you, which was having a lot of explosive power inside it, that power has been removed. So aham mameti ja ajnanam badhate. Badhate means it just removes its fangs. It affects. Badhate means it affects. It affects means, supposing there is a bomb lying there, what you do? You call the squad, bomb squad. They come, they know the methods by some technique. They remove certain things, the fuse and all that from it, and thus they render it harmless. So here, badhate means renders it harmless. So aham mameti ajnanancha badhati. The ignorance by which you are used to pronounce the word I and you as if they are differently, that I and you, which had the connotation of a difference, and it has now been rendered harmless. That is, the difference has been removed. We just use it, that's all, for purpose of transactional understanding and view. There is no difference implied. The difference which was the exclusive inside, that is removed by the bomb squad. The bomb squad is called the Brahman. Agam mameti cha ajnanam. So, badhate. It has been rendered innocuous, harmless. How? Dibrahmadi. At night I was traveling, I was going on this route. It was dark night, nobody else was traveling. I was trying to do a parikrama, a pradakshina of the Giri. And then at one place, there is a branching. One goes to the right, one goes to the left. I am not able to see the board and all that. So suddenly I do not know which way to go. I get Dibrahma. Dibrahma means an illusion of that I have to go in a different direction. The right direction is left, and there is an illusion that the right direction is elsewhere. So instead of the south, I go to the north, and that is called the big Brahma. The illusion of the right direction. The illusion of the right direction means the wrong direction is taken in the right direction. So you go in another direction, you go to Chakram, you are going on, and then you find there is a big forest, you are lost, you don't know where you are. You don't know how to return. Suddenly you forgot the way to return also. You don't know the path by which you came because you come inside the forest, the regular path has disappeared. Now we are in a problem. Then what happens? Early in the morning the sun comes. Now you are able to see clearly. People begin to come. And you ask, sir, could you please point out to me the way from Tirumannamala? Oh, you go straight and turn to the right, you come straight to Tirumannamala. Okay, that's all. So just as originally the mistaken direction, that illusion of a mistaken direction has been removed when once the light came in the morning. In a similar way, when once the light has come, when once the light of Brahman has come, the I and you have been rendered harmless. So the ignorance behind the I and you has been removed, so that it has been rendered toothless, fangless, just like a serpent whose poisonous fang is removed. We are in the 47th. Now, the main important portions or the important techniques and the modus operandi of the techniques, they have all been already explained. Now about 20 more shlokas are left. And now in 2 shlokas, now he is going to say the after state of the jnana. We know he has learned that ultimate knowledge. How does he translate it in daily life? Does he continue to see the world as it is, or differently, or he doesn't see the world at all? He is only going to say, he sees everything as Atma. He sees nothing but Atma. Right. But does he see the world's shape, form and all these things or at all? Yes. He continues to see. But at the same time, he will consider them only as Atman, only as his own self. How could it happen? A father took 4 of his children to an exhibition. There somebody was selling some sweets. The sweets were all in the form, in the various shapes. Some sweets were made in the form of a lizard, something in the form of an elephant, something in the form of a tiger, something in the form of a lion, something in the form of a cat. So there are various kinds of sweets made of simple sugar, molten sugar, that's all. And all his 4 children were clamoring, One was telling, I want the cat. Another was telling, I want the rat. The third was telling, I want the elephant. So the children were seeing only the animals, the elephant. They were only seeing those shapes and forms. And they were lost in it. But the father, who had been a diabetic of a long standing, the moment he saw his enemy, the sugar, he said, hey, don't take too much of it, it's all sugar, it's all sugar, hey, it's all sugar. So he was able to see only the sugar, that's all. He never saw the sweets, he never saw the lizard, he never saw the cat, he saw only that sugar there. He is still seeing the same sweets as the children do. And the sweets continue to have the shape of lizards, cats, rats, which he is definitely able to see. But that shape and name and form do not make any impression on him. He only goes into the ultimate rupa, its natural form, the material cause by which it was made of. So he sees only the sugar. He does see the sugar. It is the sugar which alone causes an impression on him. You can't call it the impression because he sees it as himself. He sees it as the Atma. The name, shapes and forms are there, but they make no dent, they make no influence. That is the stage. Because what happens? There is a tank half full of water. I take a long metallic rod and I just put it half in, half out. Suddenly I was shocked to see the straight rod which I put, it looked as if it was bent down below. Inside the water, about half a foot of it was being bent. He was shocked. What happened? Is there something wrong? Is it water? Is it some sort of an acid or something which has mellowed down this rod? Oh my Lord, this rod I brought from somebody else. I have to return in a good condition. What has happened? He's scared. But the moment he took it out and saw, he found it a strange. Then he came to know, oh, that was only an illusion. That was not a fact. That was mithya. That was a false impression which he had. Look here, it is quite straight. Now again he put it in the water. Now he is a jnani. He has known that he has got the knowledge of it. How will he see? He will continue to see the same shape, that bent shape. The shape has not changed. But previously he was scared, he was worried, now there is no worry. He is relaxed, he has no tension, he has the knowledge now that it is not bent, it only looks, it is an illusion, its real form is a straight form. So, he only sees it as a straight rod, the bent form makes no impression. In a similar way, the jnani continues to see the world. Otherwise, how could Bhagavan address one Mr. Sundareshwar? He was addressing Mr. Osborne, he was addressing Mr. Chadwick. How could he, if you saw them only as Atman, how can he distinguish Mr. A from Mr. B? He was seeing Mr. A and B. But what you and I thought, that Mr. Chadwick is different from me, Mr. Osborne is different from me, it is not so. He was knowing 100% fully well, it is me who is acting on his role. I know that, but both below, he has self-hypnotized himself into not believing it, so he is not aware of it. But it is I in that form. But I have self-hypnotized myself in that form. I am the Jekyll and I am the Hyde. Both simultaneously exist. So, that is what happens. That is going to be described in two shlokas. 47. Samyak Vijnanavan Yogi Swatman Eva Akhilam Sthitam ekanja sarvamatmanam ikshate jnana chakshusha. He says, a person who has had that complete knowledge, who has attained that ultimate and that experiential knowledge, as I said, vijnana and jnana, there is a difference. Jnana means ordinary knowledge, which is collected from books, which is collected from the instructions of a guru or of other great men. But vijnana means vishesha jnana. The V represents vishesha. Vishesha means special. What is special about it? It is a knowledge which has been confirmed by his actual experience. He has gone through it. He has experienced it. Now his conviction is complete. He did not take it for granted. He knows it thoroughly that it is so. So that experiential knowledge, it is called the vijnana. Samyak vijnanavan yogi. So, yogi here means the one who has followed that aforesaid technique which has been detailed in this book so far, and the one who has succeeded in practicing it and coming to the conclusion, and who has been able to get that knowledge. Yogi. Yogi means the one who has come by this path of yoga. Yoga has got several meanings. One of the meaning is a path to yoga, a path to the Lord. There are several paths to the Lord, there are several yoga. So here he means that yoga which is mentioned in Atma Bodha so far. The yoga of querying, contemplating over it, by applying his own logic and reasoning. And finally, to remind that one part of the Atma, there is an akhandakara vritti, or what is called the atmakara vritti. A thought which is modifications only on the Atma, thinking of Atman, thinking of Brahman, nothing else. So that is called the nididhyasana. Shravana, Manana and nididhyasana. So by these three courses, after hearing the Vedanta from his master, he went through these three paths and he has succeeded. Now he is called a yogi. And he is qualifying. This is not a yogi who is still a sadhak. He is not now an aspirant. He is not now a seeker. He has succeeded in his attempt. He has reached the goal. He says, Samyak Vijnanavan. Samyak means completely, well, thoroughly. Samyak Vijnanavan. His experiential knowledge is not half an experience.